Good evening, Revere sports fans. This is Peter DiGiulio, along with Anthony Palermo, and we're going to bring you the non-conference high school basketball game between your Revere Patriots and the Red Devils of Chelsea High School. Revere Patriots 7-5 going into this game, and their hopes for the tournament still alive. Chelsea High School 4-7, overachieving. A very young team coached by Jay Siegel, whose son Jason plays for the Revere team. And Revere guy, a good guy. But the storyline could be something different tonight. He could put a severe kink in the hopes of Revere going to the tournament. And we're waiting for the introduction of the starting lineups.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Revere High School.
And here's Chris Kingston.
League basketball game between the Red Devils of Chelsea High School and your Revere High Patriots. Here are your starting lineups for tonight's game. First for the visiting Chelsea High School Red Devils. At guard, number 10, a junior, Oscar Sabillon. At the other guard, number 24, junior, Jorge Ramos.
Sabillon and Ramos.
Senior, number 5, Carlos Vasquez.
Carlos Vasquez.
At forward, another senior, number
5.
Eddie Irizarry. At the other forward, a senior, number 15, Hector Sarmiento. Head coach
Irizarry and Hector Sarmiento.
And now, the starting five for your Revere High Patriots. At guard, a senior, number 1, Dom Boyce.
Dom Boyce, the senior, out of Seacoast Academy.
2, Tommy Soar.
He's the captain. Tommy Soar, number 2.
A junior, number 32, Mike Dreesen.
Michael Dreesen.
At forward, a senior,
sharp three-point shooter. He's a
Gio
junior.
Gomez.
Gio Gomez, a senior, also out of the Seacoast Academy.
Mike Ciambelli.
And arguably this year's most valuable player, Mike Ciambelli, number 15. Rick Hayes is the coach. George Hurley and Adam Rizzo, the assistants. They all go over and hug Jay Siegel, who coached them in traveling.
Revere High School Spectator Code of Conduct. Teams shall be supported with enthusiasm and dedication. Strong spectator support is a vital part of the high school competition experience. We expect good sportsmanship from players and coaches, and they have the right to expect the same from spectators and fans. Therefore, we urge students, alumni, family, and friends to cheer their team to victory while upholding these same ideals that our school holds in the highest regard. Our spectators should be courteous, careful in choice of expression, and considerate to all. The scoreboard will reflect the quality of the teams in competition. The kind of support given by our fans will showcase the character of our school's supporters. And now, would you please rise as we honor America with a presentation of colors by the Revere High School ROTC and the singing of the
and now our national anthem.
Junior, Alyssa El Castro.
Ooh.
That was your national anthem, sung by a Revere High School student whose name I didn't catch, and the colors were presented by Revere ROTC, which has had a very, very, very positive presence here at the high school this year. I'm being joined now by my partner, Anthony Palermo. Anthony, I was just saying how the road to the tournament is up to Revere High School. They can dictate where they go because they got 8 games left. They need to win 3. Simple. And at this time of year, you throw the records out. I mean, Saugus almost beat Lynn English. Gloucester, who Revere destroyed, beat Beverly. So the NEC is wide open.
Okay, thank you, Peter. Thank you.
This is a must-win.
It's good to be here.
Everything's a must-win for Revere from now on. Cimbelli gets it out to Boyce. Anthony, Revere has to play with emotion tonight. The last time we did a telecast was against Winthrop. They came out against a 1-6 team, and they were flatter than a pancake. Gomez for 2.
Like you said, Pete, want to have emotion, but you got to keep your emotions under control.
Absolutely.
And they need to play with an IQ tonight.
Yeah, you do.
Basketball IQ, very important at this level.
It's always about playing smart basketball, Anthony. It's over to Gomez. Gomez at the top of the key, travels with it.
Mental mistake.
Yep, turnover number 1. I'd like to maybe keep some turnovers tonight because that's been Revere's Achilles heel.
Don't want to hit on the
beginning of the
mistakes. Basketball IQ, just mentioned it, and you know, we've got to travel.
Yep.
Hopefully we don't go in that direction.
Okay.
Here you go, nice box out there by Gomez.
Tommy Saw brings it up the left side. Johnny Mosline, he fiddles and he diddles. Gomez goes in, takes a shot off the front rim, gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in.
Nice look at the basket, Peter. Nice look.
So Gomez has both the Revere baskets, and now they got to come back on defense. Hands-off defense. Chelsea gets it inside. Michael Cimbelli, like I said, arguably Revere's most valuable player this year. Grabs the rebound. Had 25 of them against Marblehead a couple of weeks ago. Over to Saw. Saw takes the ball in.
He's going to be the key to this offense, whether they...
Oh, he is, but he has to slow down a little bit.
Yes.
Being quick is one thing, but being too fast is another. You know, Tommy sometimes goes at a speed that he can't handle.
Offensively, though, he will make or break them.
Oh, he will, because he could pull up and take the 3, but he has to judge when he's going to do it. Nice dump. That's number 5, Carlos Vasquez for Chelsea.
Travel.
Michael Cimbelli takes a step towards the basket before he dribbles. So now Revere has 2 turnovers, both travels.
Unforced.
Chelsea takes the ball inbounds. Unforced, exactly. Yeah, Jay Siegel, dad of Jason Siegel. Good Revere guy.
Been around the game forever and a day.
Yes, he has. All right,
Cimbelli,
another rebound by
rebound.
Cimbelli. Gives it over to Boyce. Boyce got to be under control tonight, Anthony. Over to Tommy. Lines up for the 3. Cimbelli came in from nowhere. Lucky he didn't get called for over the back.
Tommy Saw needs to create opportunities for his teammate as the point guard of this Revere team.
Tommy,
not shoot 3-pointers.
he needs to be under control.
Exactly.
That's what Tommy needs to do because he's a pretty good player. Okay? Chelsea is, even though they have seniors, they're inexperienced seniors. Jay has a team that's been winning a few games of late, this Dormy Boyce puts up a floater.
Looks like that middle's been open there.
Yeah, absolutely. Revere's up 6-2.
That's their third basket, right in the middle of the paint.
Yep.
So that's a key right there.
You got to step up. You got to step up. You got to step up.
Say what works right here. Saw driving, middle's open again with the foul.
There's a foul.
So what's that saying, Peter? Keep going to the well.
Yeah. If it works, do it.
Keep doing it.
That foul's on Hector Sarmiento. That's his first on the team.
If it's not broke,
don't try to fix it.
Nope. So that's another opportunity inside the paint.
Yep.
And if I'm looking at this game, we'll see if they get away from this later on now and see if they stay with it. And I think it's going to be a key point of the game. It looks like Chelsea's a little soft inside.
You know, Jay Siegel will be the first to admit it. Chelsea is soft inside.
Really? Yep.
Comes a couple of Chelsea fans, all decked out in their moo-moos. Okay, Chelsea moving the ball. This kid out top, number 10, Oscar Savion.
Gut strip. Chelsea recovers, puts it back up and in.
Revere's up 7-6. Michael Driesen, left-hander, has it on the left. Loses the ball. It's the fourth turnover for Revere in less than 4 minutes.
Nice head fake.
Michael Cimbelli left his feet. Here comes Saw trying to beat everybody down the floor. He lays it up and in. He's acrobatic.
Boy, that looked like a circus shot, Peter.
It was a circus shot. When they work, everybody cheers. When they don't work, it's a big problem. Tommy Saw steals the ball, takes the ball to the hoop, lays it up, no good. But he got fouled. The foul is on number 1. There is no number 1.
He needs to use his athleticism to his advantage. Stay under control, as we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, if he could do that, he's a great asset to the team. When he just runs wild and joins the circus, you know what I'm saying?
Tommy
It's
makes
a
the
disaster.
first.
And he has calmed down. He has calmed down. He's a senior. He'd love to go to the tournament. First time in almost 20 years.
Yep. Give credit where credit's due. Rick Hayes settling him in.
Yep.
To being a serviceable point guard.
Yes, he is.
A couple question marks.
Tommy's big liability is academics. He's failed off the team a couple of years, but hopefully he's here to stay in his senior year.
Yeah, well, and not let his
Over to
teammates
Cimbelli. Cimbelli's got great footwork, lays it up, no good. Rebound by Gomez, and it's up and in. So Gio Gomez has 7 points out of the Revere 13, and Revere's opened up a 7-point lead. Underneath to Vasquez. Vasquez launches a shot ill-advised for the center.
Boyce with the rebound.
Here comes Boyce. Boyce is pushing off, doesn't get called for it. Gets it in the corner to Cimbelli. Cimbelli takes an ill-advised shot for a center.
Pound the middle, Peter. Pound the middle.
Oh, man.
All their points have come from
Exactly.
every single one.
Why you have to take jump shots?
Well, they've opened up a 13-6 lead anyways. Hopefully it continues in that direction.
I think that foul was on Michael Driesen. That's his first. It's the first on the team. Number 24 at the first. Number 24 is at the line. That's Jorge Ramos. He misses both. Kid goes over Cimbelli's back to get the ball and then knocks it out of bounds. We got the first substitution of the game. Number 4, Nelson Vega replaces number 15, Hector Sarmiento. for Chelsea. And here comes Tommy Sort. Chelsea's in a man-to-man defense. Tommy loves to break these defenses, but there's a turnover.
Out of control.
Well, Tommy's lucky that it went off Chelsea. When he shovels that pass, that's where he creates his turnovers. Swing the ball, swing it out to Boyce. Boyce gets it out to Saw. Saw a couple of dribbles over to Gomez. Gomez lines up the three and buries it. Woo. So Gio has 10 points in the first quarter, and Revere's up 16-6, open a double-digit lead.
Saw him make the motion, putting those guns back into the holster. We don't want to see that. We want to see them out, don't we?
That's exactly.
You don't want to put them away.
You know me, 61 years old this week, and I'm not going to put up with any of that crap. Guns, holsters, forget it. Just play ball.
Play ball.
I don't even like kids to dribble between their legs. I'm old-fashioned, and that still works, Anthony. And so are you with your girls' team.
That's right.
We'll discuss that in a little while. Okay, it's out top to number 10. That's Sabione. Throws up the shot. No good. Beat the shot clock. Here comes Tommy. Under control. Takes the ball. Goes to the left. Gets it out to Boyce. Boyce steps in underneath the great footwork. Move. Great footwork. That's okay. Timeout.
He actually had him beat twice. And 2-up fakes. Timeout, Chelsea. Revere off to an 18-6 start. Not bad.
That's a very nice start for Revere.
But you've done more of these games than I have, and you've seen the roller coaster ride. And,
yeah, but I've seen it both ways. I saw them down by 20 against Winthrop, and then with 2:10 left in the game, they take a 4-point lead, cut the complete lead down, and then lose the game by 4. So Revere's come from both directions. Getting back to that last play I wish we had instant replay to show Cimbelli's footwork. It's reminiscent of Kevin McHale. You know, I mean, he's got great footwork. If he was 10 pounds heavier and 2 inches taller, he'd be an all-scholastic. But he does what he can with the body that he has. And you know something? You won't find a better kid. I mean, he's so polite. You know, he knows me like he knows his family, and it's Mr. DiGiulio, thank you, please.
Very respectable.
Oh, he's unbelievable.
I've had the privilege of coaching myself in baseball in the summer. Good athlete.
Yeah, he is a good athlete.
You can put him anywhere.
Got 2 older brothers. You know, his mom and dad, Camille and Dom. Both
Actually
Revere
played
people.
softball with Dom. Good athlete.
Yeah, he was. Was he a catcher? He must have been a catcher.
He was a hitter, I know that much.
Now, Sean Leonard's in the game.
Snuck him in.
Yeah. He replaced Tommy Saw.
That's what we need
nice.
there, hitting the floor.
Nice pass by
Cimbelli.
Hitting the floor.
Yeah,
hitting the floor. That's what you want to see. This team hasn't played with very much emotion. Dom Boyce for 3.
Which created another opportunity, which they get 3 points out of.
So we got 26 seconds left in the first quarter, and Revere has its largest lead at 15. My daughter Emily just showed me her Bible.
Tom Boyce, 1-on-4. Pulls it back out.
Michael Dreesen puts it up, no good. Rebound by Chelsea. Chelsea's going to run the ball up. They got 3, they got 2, they got 1. He throws it in the ocean. And at the end of one period, it's Revere 21, Chelsea 6.
Get John Ferguson here, one of the established Revere High School teachers, joining us in the booth.
They're watching Revere TV. Revere TV is your place for politics, sports, entertainment.
No gossip.
No gossip at all. No Facebook. Channels 8, 9, and 22 on your cable box. Go online and www.reveretv.org. Come join the fun. Work a camera. Learn how to be a director. Have your own show. Speak to Bob Dunbar. He's the general manager. Okay, we're going to start quarter number 2. Number 4 is in the game, Nelson Vega. And number 21, Brendan Horn.
Number 33 for
Jason
Revere.
Siegel, Doug Zingali have checked in.
Well, hopefully Mr. Hyde didn't check in this quarter. Dr. Jekyll played pretty well.
They
first
did,
quarter.
exactly. The Dr. Jekylls played very well. Hoping that Mr. Hyde stayed home. Okay, Chelsea's ready to put the ball in bounds. Horn gets it into Ramos.
Ramos has been quiet so far.
Looking into Vasquez.
Revere almost created a turnover.
Vasquez says, I want to go, and he does, and he lays it in. So it's 21-8. Here's Jason Siegel, son of the Chelsea coach, Jay. Jason Siegel has great court vision.
Be some bragging rights tonight.
There's Boyce. Back rims a 3.
Took a long 3 on that, Peter. Up 21-8. Want to look at good opportunities.
That's
right now.
Exactly. Play smart. Play smart.
Every opportunity, every shot counts.
Okay, Gomez with the rebound. Gets it over to Siegel. Siegel bringing it up to the left. Boyce in the left-hand corner. They get the floor balanced. It's into Cimbelli. Cimbelli gives the ball to
nice scissors
to
move.
Gomez. Gomez over to Boyce. Boyce has missed 2 3-pointers in a row. Keep it in your pocket. I believe this is Sarmiento.
Okay, come on. Rebound. Good rebound.
That's Vasquez with that shot. Could join the Bricklayers Union.
What? Gomez on the miss. Cimbelli up and in.
Cimbelli with the rebound up and in, and he got fouled.
Cleaning the glass.
So Michael Cimbelli, that's his 4th point. Fouls on 2-4. That's Ramos.
Just stuffed the stat sheet on that one.
That's
One
right.
rebound, up and in, 2 points, and a foul shot.
Yeah, Michael seems to be on his game tonight, and that's what we need from him. Misses the free throw. I jinxed him. Number 4, Nelson Vega.
Nice help by Cimbelli on defense.
That looks like the 7th or 8th rebound already.
They should start looking
Bounce
for
pass
Gomez.
to Gomez. Gomez goes in, lays it up, no
missed.
good. Cimbelli lays it up, gets fouled again.
Clean the glass. Might
So
be taking a custodian's job soon.
Cleaning the glass. Cimbelli goes to the line for 2. He's got to have close to 10 rebounds already.
There you go.
Anthony, Revere hasn't made the tournament since 1996. They are 7-5. They have 4 very winnable games left, but every game under schedule in the NEC this year, they beat Classical already. They play him again. They lost to a 1-6 Peabody team that they have to play again, and payback's a biatch, as they say, right? Siegel gets the rebound on the run. Here's Leonard. Leonard lays it up, and it keeps going up.
Steal
by Cimbelli. Out to
the
Boyce.
stat sheet again.
Out to Leonard in the corner. Buries it.
Cimbelli created another opportunity
That's right.
for
Sean
Revere.
Leonard for 3, but this is Cimbelli's game so far. He has almost 10 rebounds, probably has 3 assists. And Revere's opened the 19 point
Going the other
lead.
way. On the
Leonard
charge.
takes a charge. Here comes Zingali. Zingali comes back in for Cimbelli.
Sean Leonard, spark off the bench. 3-pointer, takes a charge.
Sean hasn't gotten much playing time this year, but he's making the most of the playing time he has tonight. It's into Boyce. Boyce into Leonard. Leonard back to Boyce. Boyce over to Siegel. They open up the floor. Siegel takes it down. A floater. It's no good. knocked out of bounds by Chelsea. It's going to be Revere ball. 5:13 left in the second quarter, 19-point Revere high lead. We don't want it to be the tale of two halves. Zingali. Leonard, no good. Foul on Zingali. Doug Zingali is very, very aggressive. And he'll shove you out of the way. Here comes Chris Hinojosa. He replaces Sean Leonard.
Leonard had a nice stint.
Yeah, he did. You know, made a good presentation of himself, hitting a three, diving on the floor, getting a couple of rebounds. This is the most emotion I've seen a Revere team play with this year, I have to say. Okay. Fouls on Siegel. Takes the ball away from number 3. Faisal Nassimi.
Names become more difficult over the years, don't they?
Yeah, there's no more Toms and Bills and Johns. But as long as he's a good kid, I don't care what his name is. Jay Siegel said he has one of his favorite teams of all time. They might not be the most talented, but they all try hard. They're all good kids. You know. Okay, checking in is number 23, Tito Medrano. He's a sophomore. Here comes Jason. Jason gets the ball to Gomez on the left. Gives it to Boyce driving. He lays it up and in. Don Boyce opens up a 21-point lead for the Patriots. Medrano into Vega. Gomez is on him tight. Here comes Medrano. Wants to run the show up top. Over to Nassimi. Gets the ball.
Double dribble.
Gets the ball knocked back to him and double dribbles. And he's looking to the ref saying, what'd I do? The ref says, you double dribble, boy. Okay, Steve Selovich is in the game. As is Ravi Ryland.
Coach Hayes taking advantage right now of the nice size lead he has by resting his starters.
That's right.
And getting the bench into play.
Yep. Giving everybody a shot. There's Hinojosa. Hinojosa dumps it down to Zingali.
Nice
Zingali gets it back out to 11 seconds on the shot clock.
With the
underneath
roll,
the Zingali
yeah,
lays it up, no good. I thought he got fouled, but the ref didn't. Here comes Medrano. Medrano over to number 21, Brendan Horn, and he loses it out of bounds.
It's a well-run play by Revere just last play there.
Dump it in.
Drove to the lane,
Zingali
pick
missed
and
the
roll.
bunny.
Yep, missed an easy one.
3:12 left in the second quarter. It's a 21-point Revere lead.
Important thing, that was a good look, though. I like that.
Gets it down into Hinojosa. Hinojosa's hit a few three-pointers this year. Doug Zingali gets it into him, back to Doug. Doug can't find the handle. Hayes is going to get him out of there.
Might be better off
Medrano brings the ball to the
on
left.
that one.
This is Nelson Vega. Brendan Horn. Nothing but air. Comes Ravi Ryland. And he's as out of control as you could be on that one. And it's an offensive foul.
Coach Hayes lighting into him.
Coach Hayes is more animated tonight. I mean, I think, well, I'm a firm believer that a coach can dictate the emotion of his team.
Who's up in the crowd over there?
That's your daughter. Avid sports fan here. Medrano goes up, lays it up, no good, fouls on Ryland. That's his second. It's 5 on the team, or is it 6 on the team? Chelsea's going to take it underneath. Number 30, Montel Johnson is in the game for Chelsea.
Looks like a young bunch in there right now.
Medrano over to Nassimi. Nassimi throws up a 3 and hits it.
Sophomore surge on that one.
That's right. 29-11. Over to Ryland. Ryland drives. Looks back out to Jason Siegel. Ryland follows his shot.
Gotta get a good shot right here, Peter.
Underneath, nice pass by Jason Siegel to Ryland. Jason sees the floor as well as anybody on the team.
I think it's important to close out this quarter strong. Don't give Chelsea any ideas of being in this game as they turn the ball over right now.
This is Daquan Starwood, number 12. Came up to me before the game and said, "Are you Mr. DeGiulio?" He said, "I had you at the McKinley School when I was in the 2nd grade." When kids come up to you and remember you with this head of gray hair, it makes you feel good. Selovich puts up a 3-pointer. No good. Zingali ties him up, and a little Medrano tries to rip the ball away. He's a feisty little guy. You know, sometimes you love to see kids play with that emotion. And as I look at the floor right now, I see 4 juniors and a senior out there, and it really makes me think. I mean, these kids, Ryland and Siegel and Selovich and Zingali, they're in my house more than they're in their houses. I mean, these kids are kids that my son has been playing with since 2nd and 3rd grade. All great kids. Deserve to see some tournament time this year, but it's going to be up to them. And then next year the team is theirs. 8 seniors. Oh, tried to backboard it. Hinojosa gets the rebound, gives it over to Siegel. Siegel's going to find somebody. They tell him he turns the ball over. I didn't see it.
Allen Iverson impersonation there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Didn't work.
Okay, Montel Johnson gets it into Medrano. Medrano over to the corner to Nassimi. .22 seconds left in the half. Revere is in control by 20.
Chelsea doesn't look like they have too much going on offense right now.
When I asked Jay Siegel before the game a little bit about his team, he just said that they are raw.
They're young. They look young.
They're young, they're raw. And as Jay scratches his head over there at the end of the half, it's 31-11, Revere. And
boy, those scores that score looks familiar.
Ricky's got to get him in there, and he's got to keep him up at halftime. We want them to come out the same way they were. His few members of the girls' team.
What's up, G?
They don't play tonight. Gianna Bua.
Revere's finest.
Walking by the table. Yeah, you say the 31-11 score.
What's up, Manny?
Is Manny Velez, all-scholastic shot putter for Revere a couple of years ago. Went up to Merrimack, played a little football, threw the shot put for them. Some great kids. I mean, when people hear Revere, sometimes they get the wrong idea about what kind of kids you have.
Please stay off the court. Please stay
One apple could spoil a whole bunch, but we have a pretty good bunch of kids in Revere.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the kids that are in athletics. I see football coach Lou Ciccatelli here. Yeah, you say that score looks familiar, Anthony, 31-11. Those are the kind of scores that your middle school team isn't putting up. The girls' middle school team still undefeated at 6-0. And just got a good group of girls. And hopefully they can keep the string going.
It's always nice.
Officer Dave Wilson on duty tonight. Keeping order in the gym. Couldn't find a finer police officer with a disposition to be the school police officer for kids. He's patient. I don't want to get him mad. I've seen him mad. But he's patient, and the kids love him and respect him. He's a presence on campus. We're at Roland Marullo Fieldhouse on the campus of Revere High School at halftime of the Revere High Chelsea High game. Scores 31-11. You're watching Revere TV, your source in Revere for sports, for politics, for entertainment, and for a whole bunch of other things. Why don't you tune in? Channel 8, 9, and 22 on your channel. 22 is the education channel. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with the start of the second half. Peter DiGiulio along with Anthony Palermo. Halftime of the Revere High Chelsea High basketball game. 31-11. Revere's ahead. And Coach Hayes had the luxury of playing 7 or 8 players in the first half. And I'm looking across and I'm seeing sitting next to Coach Hayes is his son, Michael Hayes.
Part of the Freebirds.
Yeah, Michael Hayes. That was the name of the guy in Midnight Express. But Michael Hayes is over there sitting with his dad. He's a 5th grader at the McKinley School, plays on the Revere traveling team. And sitting in the stands behind them is Donna Hayes, Mama. She's got a Wednesday night off from Rossetti's, and she comes to watch the game.
Chelsea coming flying out of the gate.
Chelsea comes out of the gate very aggressive. Number 10, Oscar Sebellon, scores and cuts the lead to 18. Tommy Zor over to Boyce. Boyce in the corner over to Gomez. Gomez back to Boyce. Boyce back to Soar. Soar back to Boyce. Boyce back to Soar and over to Driesen. Driesen takes the ball to the hoop and
going the other way.
Third offensive foul called on Revere tonight.
Looked like some nice passing going on there, and ended up taking offensive charge.
It's some crisp passes. 31-13.
Don't give them many opportunities to crawl back in. Don't want to do that.
But you knew Chelsea was going to come out aggressive. Foul's going to be on Gomez. Oh, it's on Cimbelli. I think that's his first. Going to the line for Chelsea is Hector Sarmiento.
Getting good with these pronunciations, Peter.
I speak English and broken English fluently, so I could say these names. Sarmiento sinks the first. Now it's 17. Gets the second one to fall. Now it's 31-15. It's a 16-point lead. Chelsea's come out and scored the first 4 points, and they seem more aggressive on defense than they were. No look pass to Gomez. He bricks the shot. That's a travel, not called. Gets it out to Sarmiento. Sarmiento goes over to number 20, Eddie Iravasi, or Izavari.
Looks like it should be.
Okay, the refs are going to confer a little bit.
It's going to be.
They're going to give it to Chelsea.
Wow. Don't want Chelsea to score here. Don't want to give them any momentum.
No. You know, coming out in the first half, scoring the first couple of baskets, that's all well and good. But you can't give them a sustained bid, and there it is.
Well, they look different coming out of the locker room.
That's number 24, Jorge Ramos.
Revere has to remember now, they're playing with the lead, a 14-point lead, and it's not a time to get sloppy or be impatient.
And it's not the time to start jacking up threes.
As Driesen throws up a 3.
Oh.
Travel.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Peter, they go to the hole there, and he pops that one in. I think Ricky Hayes might have taken a timeout.
Well, Revere has confidence in playing this team because they already beat them earlier this year at Chelsea. You know, because of the father-son thing. Gomez for 3. Stops the bleeding a little bit.
As he puts the guns back into the holster.
Yes.
Leave him out, Peter. I keep telling you.
Exactly.
He's got to leave him out. Use him.
Oh, he drives to the hoop. The foul's going to be on, I believe it's going to be on Gomez. 21. Giovanni Gomez. Going to the line is number 10. Oscar Sibilian. I'm probably saying that wrong. Sorry, Mom. He sinks one.
Cuts the lead to 16, 34-18, Revere. This is the second.
Okay, one-hand rebound. Tommy Saw goes up, out of control.
Belly, another offensive rebound.
Yep, he's got to have a dozen rebounds. He's going to go to the free throw line. Revere leads by 16. 5:42 left in the third quarter. It's 34-18.
He has 7 off the offensive end.
Jay Siegel imploring his troops. Michael Cimbelli has become a pretty good free throw shooter. Because when he was on the traveling team years ago, he had trouble at the line. He sinks 2. Revere's up by 18, 36-18.
Take it the Ocean wasn't as big back then. Huh?
No, it wasn't. Another rebound for Cimbelli. Oh, and it gets stolen away, and he slaps him. Fouls on Cimbelli. I believe that's his second. It's the 4th on Revere. They're going to be in the bonus early this half. Number 15, Hector Sarmiento, goes to the line for 2, and he makes the first. 36-19, 17-point lead. You know what I did when I was coaching, and what I still do is I look at the scoreboard, and I try to calculate how many points you've lost off the lead. And right now, Revere's only lost 3 points off their halftime lead. Into Cimbelli at the foul line. Takes the ball home. Nice footwork. Lays it up. No good. Gets his own rebound. That's going to be Revere ball. Tied it up for a jump ball. That counts as a rebound.
Nice scissors play there.
Absolutely. Revere's run some nice plays tonight. Tommy Saw over to Boyce. Boyce looks to shoot. Gives it back to Saw. Saw back to Boyce. Boyce lines it up. It's no good.
Like he had a nice look at the basket, just didn't go.
You got to use some of the 30-second clock, Anthony, when you're up by 17. You know, there's no urgency. You know.
Well, there's gonna be if they don't.
20, Eddie Irizarry cuts the lead to 15.
36-21.
36-21.
4:30
to go.
Gomez
Gomez
right now.
again.
Didn't take the guns out of the holster for that one.
Over the back for Chelsea. That's number 15.
That looked like a questionable call.
Hector Sarmiento. I thought it was a foul.
Over the
I
back.
think everything's a foul.
Tell you what, he hits that three-pointer.
You're going to call a timeout.
The spark's there right now.
Okay, it's Boyce. Boyce is supposed to be the leader of this crew.
Talked about pounding that ball in the middle like they did earlier. They created a lot of opportunities in the middle of the paint.
Yeah, they went away from that. There it is. Oh, calls jump ball. It's going to be Chelsea ball.
Cimbelli double team.
The Chelsea
down low.
players are beating their chest, and it finally happened. Coach Hayes calls a timeout. 3:57 left in the third quarter. Revere 37. Chelsea 21. Chelsea has cut 5 points off the Revere lead since halftime. That's a point a minute. You're watching Revere TV. You got Source and Revere for anything you want on the cable dial. Channels 8, 9, and 22. Anthony, we have to stem the tide a little bit. A couple of defensive stops and make better shots. You know, I'd like to see them use the middle again like they did in the first half.
Take the ball to the basket.
They've taken 5
create fouls
and made 1 in this half.
Create foul shot opportunities.
You got to dance with who took you, and they got here by pounding the ball down the middle the whole first half. Why would you change?
You don't want the three-pointer to be a necessity. You want it to complement your inside game, and they were playing fine inside.
Number 20, Eddie Irizarry takes the ball in, and it's
Revere in a man-to-man right now.
And, you know, this is the kind of team Revere can go man with. You know, little haphazard. Boyce takes the ball to the hoop, bricks it. It's a travel. Moved his pivot foot. Inexperience of the Chelsea
it's
team.
showing.
You know, still a 15-point game, 36-21. Out to Soar at the top of the key. Soar fiddles, diddles.
Could use a
takes the ball
basket
to the
right
hoop.
here.
He got tied up. Gomez just saves it from going out of bounds. Soar has the ball. Lazy pass to Boyce. You know, you're up 20 at halftime. You have to come out smoking. You can't come out nonchalant. Another rebound by rebound by Cimbelli.
It's his 8th of the night.
It's his 8th of the last minute. He must have. Okay. Here we go, Andy.
Down to 13.
Cimbelli goes up, no good. And then he fouls. You know, that's 3 on Cimbelli. And that happens a lot. That's a frustration foul. You know, he missed the layup, lost the rebound to the kid, and then reaches around and fouls. It's a reactionary thing, but it's not smart.
Coach Hayes
now
telling him to settle down
he's getting
right
elbowed.
now.
And he is. Number 15 is putting the elbow to him big time every time he touches the ball. Number 5 travels, and he lays it in. It's 11, Anthony.
As Coach Hayes is telling him to calm down, my blood pressure would be through the roof right now. I don't know how he's remaining so calm over there.
Tommy Saw, slow it down, slow it down. 18 seconds left on the clock. 18 seconds left on the shooting clock. Brick of 3.
Peter, the lead's about to evaporate right here.
Michael Cimbelli almost picked up his 4th foul.
Misses a bunny.
We don't need this.
Revere back up the other end.
He traveled. No good.
Gomez misses an easy layup. Peter, they cut this to single digits by the end of the 3rd quarter. There's going to be a reason to get nervous.
Oh, man.
Here's a layup right here.
Boyce gets hit in the head. It's going to go to the foul line.
They want to keep this in double figures right now.
Absolutely. He's got 2 free throws. 36-25 Revere, 1:43 left in the 3rd quarter. And you just want to get through this quarter still up double figures. Boyce is a better than average free throw shooter. He dips, he shoots, makes it. 37-25. Zingali checks in for Cimbelli, who has 3 fouls and about 15 rebounds. Boyce taking his time. Locks in on the basket. He dips. He shoots. He misses. 12-point Revere lead.
Back on that.
That was almost a backcourt. Chelsea has come out shooting, running, gunning.
With the inexperience,
Comes Boyce.
another turnover.
Pull it out, pull it out, pull it out. That's it, Tom. You don't have to dribble through your legs. You don't have to dribble up. Revere's taking shots that they don't need to take. Zingali pushed them out of the way again. And Revere has to play a little bit more intelligent than this. Taking ill-advised shots, rushing when they don't have to. The shot clock is there as your friend. Use 25 seconds every time you come up the court. The court is going to be over.
I just think they got away from what they were doing well early in the game. Is
that's right.
Driving and getting to the paint and creating opportunities. It seems like Chelsea's doing that this half.
That's right.
And it seems like it's working. Yep. And if they could take advantage of Ciambelli not being in the game right now.
Absolutely. Okay, boys, back to Driesen.
Lead like this
brings
can
it up. You gotta
evaporate.
break the press. Tommy breaks the press, gets it over half court. Dribbles out to Boyce. Boyce lines up with another three. And that's the 7-3 that Revere's taken in the half, and they only made one. And Chelsea cuts
hits
it.
the glass.
Chelsea cuts it to 10.
I think Coach Hayes needs to get the paddles out right now and get his team
I'd like
in
to
check.
see Coach Hayes bring the paddles out. It's 37-27. They've lost half their lead. Another
Gomez with a 30-footer. That was about a 30-foot shot he just took.
You know, you got to get in the huddle, and now you have to play to win. You can't play not to lose. And that's what Revere's doing right now. They're playing not to lose. They're panicking. You can only make two or 3 points at a time. You can't throw up a three-pointer every time you come down. They've taken 9 3-pointers this half, and they've only converted on one. And I can hear Ricky's voice in the huddle.
Well, if I'm in that huddle right now, you'd be hearing me down the hall.
Well, we can hear you in another gym.
Yes.
Yeah.
He needs to get the paddles out and revive them right now.
Well, one thing Rick doesn't do is, you know, he respects his players. You know, I see the way you coach, the way I used to coach. If a kid is screwing up in there, he's on the bench. Get him out of there. And then sit him there for a couple of series and then put him back in. Just let him know. You know, these guys are taking shots from 20, 25 feet.
Downtown.
Yeah. Petula Clark. She sang that song, downtown. 37-27.
8 minutes.
It's your last quarter.
8 minutes. Time for Gomez to take those guns back out of the holster.
Exactly. If you're going to be on the road to the tourney, you got to drive carefully, baby. And that's what the Revere High has to do in this last quarter. They got to drive with care.
Notice Zingali still in the game for Ciambelli. See if Chelsea takes advantage while he's out. And turnover by Revere. Cut the lead to single digits.
Cut the lead to 7 with a three-pointer. Don Boyce guards him very closely. Delta number 24 gives it over to Sebillion. Vega with the ball.
Short.
Nope.
Offensive rebound by Chelsea.
And he out-hustles Saw to the ball. I mean, no good. Rebound by Zingali. Zingali gets it up to Gomez. Gomez brings the ball, dribbles between his legs, which I hate. Underneath, here comes Zingali, lays it up, and no good. Revere has missed at least 7 or 8 of those bunnies since the half. Revere was outscored 16-6 in the third quarter. Jay Siegel's on his knee. Last time he was on his knee, he proposed to Trish, who's his wife. He was on his knee over there. Number 0, Guillermo Zalada is in the game.
Speaking of knees, that's what Revere's going to have to do in this last quarter.
No kidding. Because Chelsea has brought them to their knees.
Time to start hitting the floor for loose balls.
Hey, Tommy Sawyer gets a quick hand in there, but it gets knocked out of bounds by Revere. 6:40 left in the fourth quarter. It's 37-27. Revere leads by 10. Their lead's been cut in half.
Every possession matters right now. Every possession.
He travels.
Thought there was going to be a foul, and it was a travel.
Jay Siegel has a pained look on his face. I didn't think that was a travel. I thought that ball was going to go in, and we were going to have a 7-point game.
Nice
Comes
look by
Gomez. He's going to
Dreesen.
take the ball to the hoop. He lays it up, and no good. The ball will not go in that basket. There's a lid on that damn thing.
I think it's his basket.
There's a lid on that thing.
Because Chelsea couldn't hit on it last half.
Yeah, you're right.
We couldn't hit on it yesterday on that side.
Oh, number 10 lays it in. We got an 8-point game, Anthony. 37-29. Slow it down. I have 3 words. Slow it down. Ricky calls out the BC play, and Revere's playing like BC. And he finally, Gomez stems the tide a little bit and puts it back up to 10. It's 39-29.
How many fouls does Ciambelli have? 4?
He has 3.
I don't know. They're
So
playing
he
like
shouldn't
he
be
has
on-
4 because
he
he's
shouldn't
been
be on
sitting
the-
on that bench
Exactly.
an awful long time.
Exactly. And they could.
Another turnover.
Yeah, I mean, Chelsea's showing how young they are. I mean, they're getting too. You know, you want Revere to play up tempo. Chelsea's playing too up tempo right now.
Not lack of hustle. That's for sure.
No, it's not like a hustle. It's just. Okay, swing the ball, get it out top, hold the ball out there. Tommy, we don't need this. Back out, no look pass. Why? Okay, here comes Gomez. Gomez to Doug. Doug puts it up and in.
There you go.
So Zingali scores. Revere's back up by 12, 41-29. That's only their 10th point of the half. Chelsea still swinging the ball. And
That looked like it could have been a travel.
Still making baskets. Jay Siegel calls timeout.
He got away with a travel on that
Yeah,
one
he did. That was number 5, Carlos Vasquez.
with the shuffle.
So with 5:03 left in the game, it's 41-31 Revere.
It's not out of reach.
Peter DiGiulio here with Anthony Palermo. Debbie DiGiulio on the camera. And we're here at Revere High School, Roland Marullo Fieldhouse. At the scorer's table, the Kingston brothers, John and Chris. And facilities manager Joe Rano. Retired a few years ago.
Just looking around the gym, what a facelift, huh? Looks nice in here.
Yeah, I mean, it's so much brighter when they painted the ceiling white.
Got new bleachers in here.
Yep. I mean, the gym looks good. Love to see a wooden floor, huh? Love to see a wooden floor. I'm not sure that's ever going to happen with all the wear and tear that it takes. A wooden floor would cost $100,000 to put down, probably.
Oh, yeah.
A good one. But there's so many kids in and out of here, and gym and shoes and stuff. It's hard to keep it well. Okay, we're putting the ball back in. Revere, 41-31. Don Boyce, ragging the ball. We know who does that. Take it out. That's it. Take it out. Driesen's running the point. Tommy Saw goes 100 miles an hour around the corner. Gomez puts up a shot. It's a 10-point game. Shoots for 3. Rebound by Saw.
Took a page out of the Revere book on that one.
Tommy Saw just traveled, and they didn't call it on him. He's got 2 gears.
He's playing out of his mind.
And out of control.
Out of control. Look at this.
Nice pass by Driesen.
They got a
Easy
layup
layup
out
for
of it.
Boyce, and he almost blew it. It's 43-31.
Got to keep your composure.
Two
right
words of the hour: under control. Revere has to play under control for 4 more minutes. It's 43-31.
Out of bounds.
Chelsea's throwing the ball away. Here comes Jason Siegel. He's going to come in for Saw.
Well, one of my favorite coaches of all time, Jim Calhoun at UConn. This part of the game, under 5 minutes with a 10-point lead, would do just like you've been saying. Take time off the clock, get a good possession,
It's
a
your
good
friend.
shot,
The shot clock is your friend.
and get something out of it.
Gomez under
Nothing.
Boyce.
Left 19 seconds on the shot clock.
Exactly.
So, you're just giving them ammunition to get back in the game. As Chelsea comes down, hits a layup, and will go to the foul line for one, and possibly cut this lead to 8.
That was Zingali again who grabbed him going in. Okay, Ricky Hayes is going to call a timeout.
Peter, I have to wonder if there's something wrong with
Well, he has had back
Ciambelli.
problems, but I didn't see anything.
He's been out for a spell now.
I didn't see him tweak anything when he was out there.
Oh, looks like he's going to the scorer's table. Oh,
No, he got some Skittles.
Skittles, okay.
He's
Thought he
not
was gonna
going
check
to
in.
He went to get some
I think
Skittles.
he is going to check in.
John
No,
Gigson has a huge bag of Skittles on that scorer's table.
I think he went to the table, checked in, and grabbed some energy Skittles.
3:35 left on the clock. The Revere lead has been cut in half since the first half, and 3:35 might as well be 3 years in a basketball game.
Revere's playing with fire right now.
They are
Don't
playing
want to
with.
get burned.
We want them to have fire in their bellies. We don't want them to play with fire. But taking ill-advised shots, and here comes Cimbelli's back on the court.
Had a couple of
He
Skittles for
replaces
energy.
Zingali. Zingali brings energy. Sometimes he plays overly aggressive. And Chelsea's at the free throw line.
We gave him some good minutes tonight.
Number 20, Eddie Irizarry, is at the free throw line for Chelsea, and they get a chance to bring it into the single figures. Irizarry lines it up, makes it.
This is the closest they've been since the first quarter, Peter, no? 9-point lead for Revere, 43
No,
to
they
34.
cut it didn't they cut it to 8 earlier? Okay, 23 seconds left on the shot clock. Jason Siegel trying to manage the shot clock. Gomez, who hasn't rested yet. Siegel gets it out over to Boyce.
Don't panic.
12 seconds on the shot clock. Gomez,
Now start looking for your shot right here. 7 seconds on the clock.
6.
Boyce,
That was Jason Siegel.
Siegel misses the shot.
Not really a
But
three-point
I
shooter,
like-
but
I
I
like
like
that
them
they
bringing
took-
it all the way down.
Look for a good shot. And one. Chelsea hits and throws an elbow at one of the Revere players, which nobody just saw.
That's Irizarry. 2:54 left. Revere's up by,
It's going to be
They're up by
7. It's
7.
going to be 6 in about a New York second if he hits this. Leads to
Chelsea
6.
cuts it to 6.
Anything
That's the
can happen
closest they've
now.
been since Revere was up 8-2. Chelsea has all the momentum. Revere has to use the shot clock. I hate to keep saying that, but they
Peter,
have
I'm
to.
telling you,
I don't even care if they don't get a shot off, but they got to use the clock.
Gomez needs to take the pistols out of the holster.
And there it is.
He just did. That was scripted.
It was script.
I think we need somebody to rag the ball.
Chelsea takes the ball
These
to the
final
hoop.
2 minutes.
Chelsea crowd calling
Revere
for some defense.
up by 8, back down to
Chelsea lays
6.
it up and in, and
Chelsea
Jay
calls a
Siegel wants
timeout.
timeout.
2 minutes, 3
It's a
seconds
6-point
left. Peter.
game. Chelsea has cut 14 points off the Revere lead at halftime, and it's 45-39.
I've seen games like this 1,000 times over the years, Peter. Couple of wing-ding three-pointers, and that's it. You had an 18-point lead, and you're going
Revere's
into
been
the locker
outscored
room.
28-14 since the half. Stay tuned for all the action on Revere Cable, Revere TV. Spark it up on your computer at www.reveretv.org. give the office a call if you want to get involved. Okay, we got 2:03, up 6. Something the Patriots didn't do Sunday, Anthony, clock management now for Revere. They have to manage this clock a little bit. Revere's getting a little bit, Chelsea's getting a little bit touchy. You know, there's a lot of shoving and pushing. Chelsea's got all the momentum. I mean, they're feeling strong, and Revere's feeling the noose around their necks. 149, 148, 45-39. I stupidly said in the first half, we don't want this to be the tale of two halves, and that's what it's turned out to be.
Got to get 2 out of this right here. Take it down to under 10.
If you take this shot clock down to practically nothing, now you got 1 minute and 3 seconds.
Which they did it, but Ciambelli,
Okay,
another
rebound. He gets fouled. There's no call.
Ninth of the night.
They call a technical foul on Ciambelli. They call a technical foul on Mike Ciambelli. That's his 4th.
You could not have scripted this any better for Chelsea right now. Unbelievable. Ciambelli gets a rebound, goes up, misses, comes down, fouls, technical foul, 2 shots,
and
ball.
The potential to bring it down to 4. Revere's got to play Houdini and escape with a win in this game. It's 5. 45-40. It's 4.
Houston.
And the ball, coach.
Houston, we have trouble. And the ball.
Zingali comes in for, and I don't think that's a good substitution.
Well,
I mean,
Ciambelli
he's
broke a
player.
cardinal sin, and
Yeah, he did. He did. We don't know what he said.
did something.
It was frustration, for sure.
And Coach Hayes isn't going to tolerate it.
Revere has 9 fouls. The next time they foul, Chelsea's going to the line for 2 every time.
Travel. Inexperience.
Chelsea's making those inexperienced mistakes. Now you can bring it under a minute if you manage the 30-second clock. And the ball is in the right person's hands. He's not going to go crazy.
I think Gomez has got to go down low. He's got to get inside.
He's a good ball handler. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. 1:11 left in the game. Okay. And Zingali gets fouled. You know, Chelsea's playing aggressive. That's only the 4th foul on Chelsea in the half.
They got a couple more to waste, too. So they can be overly aggressive.
But there's a 30-second clock, baby. And there's 1 minute and 7 seconds left in the game. Revere's down up by 4.
Chelsea should be going for any steal they can right now.
Exactly. Hayes calls a timeout.
As Gomez was being double-teamed in the corner.
Exactly. With 1 minute and 2 seconds, I tell you, Jay Siegel is a good coach.
45-41. I didn't expect it to get this close.
Nope.
Revere came
Chelsea
out of the
has scored
gates.
30 points in the second half. They had 11 at halftime. So they got 30 points in the second half. Revere has 14.
Has there been a Tommy Saw sighting? Haven't seen him in a little while.
You know something? If I was coaching, Tommy is just a little too out of control to be in the game with 1 minute and 2 seconds. Jason Siegel, though slower of foot, is more under control with the ball. You know.
Remember, Revere is not down in this game; they're up.
And they have to realize that more than
with
anybody
the ball,
else.
1 minute 2 seconds.
Don't play to
need
lose.
to force
You
it.
got to play to win.
And
You can't play not to lose.
as we speak, Tommy Saw is going to inbound the ball, so he is checked into the game.
Okay, 1:02 to go. 27 seconds left on the shot clock. Tommy Saw is in the game. I'm not sure that's a good
they
thing.
throw the ball away. You've got to be kidding me.
Who threw the ball away?
You've got to
Was
be
it
kidding
Don
me.
Boyce?
Don Boyce, number 1.
Cap.
Lazy pass across the
Cap.
court. Skip pass across the court.
Okay, 55 seconds, 54. Chelsea down by 4. Revere's going to pull a Houdini here and escape. Playing good defense. Next foul is 2 shots for Chelsea. So you can't reach. It's off Chelsea's knee and out of bounds.
Inexperience again.
You know,
turnover by Chelsea. And he's arguing with him like he didn't hit it out of bounds. Chelsea fans getting a little rabid
Chelsea's
right
gonna
now.
foul. It's 36 seconds.
Oh, he had the home run, but he
No
waited.
way.
He waited. Peter, he had the home run. He had the layup.
Get the ball in
He
bounds.
hesitated. Lead is down to 2 with 26 seconds
26
left.
seconds left. 2-point game. Jay Siegel calls a timeout.
Peter, you might disagree with me on this one. They had the home run on that one. They had it. They did have it, but he hesitated for a good second and a half, which makes a difference. And Chelsea was able to recover.
Chelsea recovered. Chelsea cleared a kid out underneath the basket and didn't get called. And that's what Hayes
Well,
was
when
out
things
of his mind
when
about.
things are going your way, you're gonna.
Exactly.
That's what's gonna happen.
Okay. The shot clock is off, Coach. So Chelsea's going to
We don't have to shoot.
We don't have to shoot.
We don't have to shoot.
We just have to protect the ball. Protecting the ball is everything now. With 26 seconds left, Revere's up by 2. My Freudian slip, I keep saying they're down.
But sometimes, like a wrestler, you got to use their leverage against them. Chelsea's going to overplay the ball. They have 2 fouls to waste before they go into a bonus Revere. So maybe use that against them and maybe backdoor. You overplay, little head fake, backdoor, layup, 2 points.
The back door's been open all night.
Yes,
here.
it has.
But the thing is, Revere now, it's a mental thing for them. They have to get the ball in bounds.
They're playing to hold on right now.
They got to get the ball in bounds.
He's going long.
Nope.
Voice
Gonna
breaks
get the ball
long.
in bounds.
Nothing
Not
there.
5. Don't get 5.
Oh,
Call the
good
timeout.
Lord. Ooh, that was close. That was close to a 5-second violation.
Very close. Jason's asking the referee.
And he just said the same thing.
Jay
It was
is
very close.
Jay is asking the referee, can you count to 5?
That must have been within 0.1 second of being called a 5-second violation.
So Driesen, after a basket, can move underneath the basket. Revere has 1 timeout left.
Wow.
And I never thought it would be at this point. I thought he was going to be able to empty his bench.
Tell you what, Revere's got 2 lanes open right now. What I'm looking at is Chelsea's got 1 guy back. You have 2 slots open at half court. A little bit of a risky pass, but, you know.
I'd love to see Jason Siegel back in this game right now because he protects the ball better than anybody on this team.
Yeah.
They got Tommy taking the ball out of bounds. Always an adventure.
Oh, boy.
Zingali's right in the middle.
Zingali's wide open. Just give it to Doug Zingali.
Right in the middle.
Give it to
Zingali's
him.
right in the middle.
Give it back. Get
That's
up
it.
the court.
And they grab him.
And they have 1 more to waste. 2 more.
3 ticks. 3 ticks off the clock.
I would think you want your best free throw shooters in there right now.
Well, he's got 5. I was just looking at that, Anthony. He's got 5 good free throw shooters. Tommy's in the backcourt. 22, 21. They grab him again.
Close to being intentional. From behind.
Pulling the
grabs
shirt.
him from behind.
If you grab
in
the shirt.
Book, that is an intentional foul. You cannot grab a player from behind. That constitutes an intentional foul. That's been a very big thing the last couple of years.
Exactly.
And I've seen refs call it.
Tom's going into the backcourt. Gets the ball
grab
again.
in there by Chelsea.
And he gets grabbed. And he's going to go to the free throw line. And Tommy Saw is not a
bad
bad
shooter.
shooter.
98% down the stretch, isn't he?
He shoots pretty
last
well.
2 minutes of the game, he shoots 98%.
But as the noose gets tighter, the 1-and-1. Here comes Chimbelli. Comes in for
Ciambelli has been taken off his timeout.
for Zingali.
Rebounding opportunity right here. The crowd has just waking up.
Saw.
Oh, that was
Bricks it.
god-awful. God-awful. Wasn't even
Chelsea's
close.
got the ball, 16 seconds with a chance to tie.
They're going to take a 3.
Timeout, Jay Siegel.
Siegel stops him from doing it.
10 seconds. That kid would have dribbled to RMA if they gave him a chance. He was just going.
Shot the ball out the door,
He
got
was
off the
just
bus.
going. Just get on
Said,
the bus.
see you
quick.
later.
Okay, here we are. After having a 20-point lead at halftime, Revere has 10 seconds to protect a 45-43 lead.
Either way you look at it, both teams credit. You got to give Chelsea credit for fighting back.
Yeah, I mean, what do they say? You go for a tie at home, a win on the road. So I wouldn't doubt it if Jay Siegel's setting up a 3-point shot.
I don't think he's got anything to lose.
And Revere cannot foul.
I thought you said this kid was from Chelsea.
He is from Chelsea. He just doesn't know that they're not red and blue. They're red and black. He couldn't get a black leotard, so he's got the wrong colors on. But you got to give them credit. They came across the border to Revere, and they're being very orderly, which is a good thing. Okay, Chelsea going to put the ball in bounds. Don Boyce is guarding the out of bounds. Revere cannot foul.
Right there.
Revere cannot foul.
Oh, for the layup, for the tie, he misses. He misses.
Boyce comes in, he gets fouled. 4 seconds left on the clock.
A wide open layup.
I mean,
Well-run play.
listen, you got to give Chelsea a lot of credit.
Well-run
You
play.
got
That
to give
was
Chelsea a lot of credit. There are a bunch of young kids that battled back in the second half. Sometimes young kids don't know how to win, but this is a lesson that they'll learn.
Jay Siegel scripted it up.
Jay Siegel scripted up a good play, and he got an open layup.
Open layup.
The old crafty veteran. Don Boyce misses the layup. Misses the
3
free
seconds. 2 seconds.
Kid's going to
1
throw it
second.
up. Throw it up.
Off the
Here's
backboard, and it is over.
Revere
Holds on.
Ricky Hayes has never taken a deep breath like he just did. Revere holds on. Chelsea played a hell of a game in the second half. A bunch of young kids. Revere takes one step closer to making the tournament for the first time in a long time. Officer Wilson trying to keep order here as people are filing out. The final score, Revere 45, Chelsea 43, after leading 31-11 at halftime. What do you think, Anthony?
Turn out the lights.
The party's over. But Friday night, state-ranked Danvers comes to town. And you know something? The way the NEC is, I wouldn't rule anything out. I mean, Revere has to play with more
Not
confidence.
at home. They've been playing good at home.
Yeah, Revere has to play with more confidence. I mean, they escaped tonight. Like I said many times, Houdini never escaped like this. They escaped with a win. They move up to 8-5. I can't remember the last time Revere was 8-5. Should have made the tournament tonight if they had beaten those 1-6 teams. And they hold on.
Well, Peter, thank you for having me aboard. It's been a pleasure.
We'll do it again because we're going to do another game soon. Revere TV would like us to do more games. And I think we make a pretty good team. So,
Not bad. I had a good time.
from Roland Marullo Fieldhouse on the campus of Revere High School, the final score, Revere 45, Chelsea 43. Peter DiGiulio and Anthony Palermo saying good night.
Good
Until
night.
the next time we meet. Drive safely.